Live downtown.
Good morning. It's 10:30. It's Friday, and we're live. Welcome to Friday Live at the MediaPlex. I'm your host, Barry Hazelhurst. First, the news. To prevent the theft of any more plaques which honor our veterans on Windsor's waterfront, a volunteer spent Tuesday afternoon removing the plaques that were left. Only 52 plaques were left to remove of the 61 after someone stole 9 from the riverfront where they were displayed. The plaques, shaped like a maple leaf, each had the name of a veteran, which was sponsored by a citizen wanting to honor a friend or family member. Students from across the globe are choosing Canada as a place to study. Shubhangana reports.
College officials say students choose Canada over other countries because it's often cheaper, and they choose St. Clair College to get hands-on experience. This international student advisor looks after recruitment of students from India.
Students come to Canada because of work permit options. They want to get the Canadian exposure, like they want to work in the Canadian environment. And once they get that work experience, they want to apply for their residency.
This admission officer said the college doesn't arrange for jobs, but rather organizes job fairs and guides students in making their resume through its Genesis office.
Never seen a student who is wanting to go back unless and until they have some medical or family issues. Yeah, we give them a word of advice, and there is a department which they're helping them out for Genesis, which is helping them out to create their resumes.
For international students, the school and work environments are different from what they are used to.
I haven't actually started working yet because I just wanted to settle down before I actually start working, and I did apply for a couple of jobs. I'm just waiting to hear back from them, so it's been about a week now.
International students can get help from St. Clair Employment Center at the Roundhouse on Howard Avenue. For MediaPlex News, I'm Shubhangana Vishwanathan.
Oktoberfest, sponsored by Highmark and the Red Shoe Society, will be held from Thursday, October 5th to Saturday, October 14th. Curlis Maddie reports.
Beer, beer, and more beer. The Highmount Windsor Banquet Center on Droulard Road, that is in association with the Red Shoe Society, hosted the Oktoberfest. This event starts at 4 p.m. and entry tickets are $7 or $60 for 10 tickets for you and the whole family. This event features activities such as live bands, dancing, games, prizes, food, and key tapping. The fest is known for their one-of-a-kind Bavarian food and, of course, beer. President of Red Shoe Society, Sarah Grace Donnelly, said the event is not only exciting, but it's great for the community.
A group of young professionals who support the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Southwest Ontario. So that includes the Ronald McDonald House here in Windsor at the Windsor Regional Hospital and the 2 houses in London at the LHSC Centre.
The history of the Oktoberfest dates back to the year 1810 with the marriage of Crown Prince Ludwig that was celebrated in Bavaria, Germany. Vice President of the Red Shoe Society, Nick Tanita, said he's excited about the event because they are promoting a good cause along with enjoying a really fun night.
This is our first annual Oktoberfest, so we came to the Highmount Club to have some good cheer and fun, and we're looking to raise some money for Ronald McDonald House.
The Oktoberfest takes place on October 5th, 6th, and the 7th, and also takes place on October 12th, 13th, and 14th. From MediaPlex News, I'm Curtis Met.
A French school board in Ontario has issued a Halloween costume checklist for parents to ensure children don't wear anything deemed offensive or ethnically racist. The checklist included any terrorist-themed costumes or anything which includes a turban or a feather headdress. This school board has 2 elementary schools and 1 high school in our area. Now let's go to Seraphine Garay with the weather.
Thanks, Barry. Today's high will be 14 degrees and we'll see overcast skies with some fog tonight moving into tomorrow morning. Saturday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 22. Saturday evening will be mild but partly cloudy with temperatures staying around 20. There is a thunderstorm risk for Sunday morning, but the afternoon will see some breaks of sun. The high will be 22. This has been Seraphine Garay with your weather forecast. Back to you, Barry.
Now let's head over to Jordan Ferris with Friday Live Sports Report.
Last night, the Chicago Cubs beat the Washington Nationals 9-8 in Game 5 of their National League Divisional Series. The win now has the Cubs moving on to play the Los Angeles Dodgers. And in NFL last night, the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Carolina Panthers by a score of 28-23. The win, giving Philadelphia their 5th of the season, and they now hold a record of 5-1. Also in NFL news, a federal court of appeals has voted against Ezekiel Elliott. With this, his 6-game suspension can be reinstated by the league. And last night, the NHL saw some high-scoring games played. The Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-4, the Nashville Predators won against the Dallas Stars 4-1, and St. Louis dropped a game against the Florida Panthers 5-2. That's all for your sports this morning.
Today on this Friday the 13th Live, we're going to talk parenting with Alyssa Leonard. Are you traveling to the States anytime soon? Then you'll want to take a Money Minute with Miriam Farag. And women in the workplace is a topic for our 3 minutes with Noor Hasham. And of course, Harris and Ferris join us for sports. All this and more on Friday Morning Live. Being a parent, I'm told, is a tough job, so we invited Alyssa Leonard to drop by to help us out.
Almost every parent lets their child watch TV at some point of the day. It gives us parents time to take a break and relax after a long day of either working, attending classes, or taking care of your kids throughout the day. And yet the amount of allowed screen time can be a controversial topic among many online parent groups. So, how much screen time is too much screen time for our little ones? Hey everyone, you're listening to Triple Peeved Parenting with Alicia. The Canadian Pediatric Society released new guidelines for allowed screen time back on June 1st of this year, recommending under 1 hour a day for ages 2 to 5. Under the age of 2, no screen time is recommended at all. Keep in mind, this also includes background TV. Screen time, for those unaware, refers to any time spent looking at a screen, such as a smartphone, TV, tablet, iPod, handheld video game system, computer screen, or even things like an Apple Watch. Now, why is too much screen time at a young age so bad, you may ask? Research has found that children under the age of 5 who spend too much time on screens can form bad screen habits later in life, which can lead to some very unwanted side effects, such as lack of sleep from staying up late, leading to increased risk of depression, weight gain from sitting for long periods of time. There is also a 20% increased risk of type 2 diabetes, a 15% increased risk of cardiovascular disease, and a 13% increased risk of premature death. Therefore, parents should consider limiting their children's screen time to as little as possible. Now, don't get me wrong, not all screen time is bad. According to the Canadian Pediatric Society, beginning at about 2 years, quality TV, as in well-designed, age-appropriate programs with specific educational goals, can be an additional route to early language and literacy for children. Quality program also fosters aspects of cognitive development, including positive racial attitudes and imaginative play. There is early evidence that interactive learn-to-read apps and ebooks can build early literacy by providing practice with letters, phonics, and word recognition. However, while screens may help with language learning when quality content is co-viewed and discussed with a parent or a caregiver, preschoolers learn best from live, direct, and dynamic interaction with caring adults. Remember, too much screen time means lost opportunities for teaching and learning. Thankfully, over time, many parents have already realized the ill effects of screen time on kids, and therefore, 2017 is seeing the trend of parents indulging themselves and their kids in more outdoor, sports, and recreational activities, such as skating, rowing, or athletics. And speaking of newer trends, there is a growing trend of naming kids after a mix of their parents' names. For example, if the father's name is Matt and the mother's name is Chelsea, they might name their baby girl Melcy or their baby son Chat. Okay, let's get real for a minute. Bullying is still very real, and you're creating a target on your child's back. Please leave your quote-unquote ship names to the celebrity couples and fictional characters, not your child's name, for Pete's sake. This is getting out of hand, and it needs to stop. Thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to Triple Peeved Parenting with Alicia.
There are many new opportunities for women in the workplace. Noor Hasham dropped by the studio to explain.
Hello and welcome to 3 Minutes With. I'm your host, Kylie Turner. Today's special guest is Noor Hasham Fouaz, the chair of Build a Dream. Welcome, Noor.
Hi, thanks for having me, Kylie.
Thank you. So what exactly is Build a Dream?
So Build a Dream is a movement that we have started to encourage young women to consider career pathways in skilled trades, science, technology, engineering, and math, and law enforcement. So when we looked at the underrepresentation of women across these fields, we felt it was important for us to create a movement that would help encourage and empower young women to think that they could pursue these pathways.
And when did Build a Dream start?
Build a Dream started back in 2013 when a committee came together of local community representatives, including the school board, St. Clair College, the community organizations like Women's Enterprise Skills Training of Windsor and Workforce Windsor Essex. And we came together as a community to say we need to do something about the underrepresentation of young women in these areas. And one of the things that we thought about was hosting an event where we would invite parents and their daughters to attend, and then we'd have employers and mentors talk about the opportunities there are for young women in the workforce.
And so who should get involved with Build a Dream?
We definitely think Build a Dream is a movement that incorporates all aspects, all different partners, including government, educators, employers, parents, and most importantly, the young women. So we encourage parents to come to our event so that young women could be exposed to all these career options, but we definitely partner with industry and educators. And the importance of us partnering with industry is because it is important for companies to come to the table and say, yes, we're willing to hire the young women. We do have opportunities for them. Our environment is more than diverse and inclusive. And by them coming to the table, it encourages parents to think that if my daughter pursues this occupation, especially since it's male dominated, that there are opportunities in this sector for them.
What do you find is the most important key component of Build a Dream in the community?
I definitely think it's the fact that we partner with everyone and that we bring parents to the table. So we found that parents were the #1 influence when it came to career decisions, and I think having them at the table with their daughters is very key to continuing this encouragement and empowerment. But at the same time, I definitely think partnering with educators like the high schools and post-secondary institutions who have amazing programs that are trying to attract more young women into engineering, for example, or skilled trades, and at the same time is our partnership with industry, who not only invest their time, but they invest their money in order to make this event possible.
Where can people find more information about Build a Dream?
They could definitely reach us on our website at www.webuildadream.com, or they can reach us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Thank you again for coming. I'm Kylie Turner, and this has been 3 Minutes with Noor Hasham Fouaz, the chair of Build a Dream.
Traveling to the U.S. can be expensive if you don't want the exchange rate. Miriam Farag has some time for us to consider.
Hello everyone, this is your MediaPlex Money Minute. The recent decline in the Canadian dollar has made many Canadians wonder if it's still worth shopping in the U.S. In some cases, the answer is yes. To help you out, the following is a list of top 5 tips for Canadians shopping in the U.S. Number 1 is to stay overnight for larger duty-free allowances. Canadians who spend less than 24 hours in the U.S. aren't entitled to a duty-free allowance. If you extend your trip for longer than 24 hours, your duty-free allowance increases to $200 per person. And for trips longer than 48 hours, your duty-free allowance jumps to $800 per person. Number 2 is to minimize foreign exchange fees. Use cash and convert money before you travel. Stick to credit cards with no foreign transaction fees and avoid ATM machines in the US. Number 3 is to fill up on gas in the US, as gas is usually 20 to 25% cheaper in the US than in Canada. Number 4 is to shop in tax-free states. You can save money by shopping in one of the US states that has no sales tax or offers a sales tax refund program for visitors from outside of the United States. And last but not least, reduce mobile phone roaming charges by turning your data plan to off while roaming. And use free Wi-Fi and Viber or similar apps to make phone calls. Thank you for watching. I'm Mariam Farag with your Money Minute.
It's time for a little sports talk. So let's turn it over to Harris and Ferris for the latest and greatest. Sports Talk Live.
Good morning and welcome to Sports Talk. I'm Jordan Ferris.
And I'm Tate Harris. The Cleveland Indians lost another postseason series lead after being up 2-0 on the Yankees. What happened, Jordan?
I'm a Yankees fan, or Indians fan, right? So they just underperform, right? They have a good team, a strong year, and it's the pitching staff I'm looking at. They couldn't make it more than 4 innings in the last couple of games. And if your starters are doing that, you're going to have a trouble time.
Yeah, for sure. And now possibly on to another Cleveland sports topic. The NBA season starts Tuesday. Who do you got for the 17-18 MVP?
I have LeBron as my MVP, right? There's nobody in the league who can do what LeBron does as consistent. He just makes any team he goes to better, right? If you look at Cleveland's stats when he showed up, and then when he left, and then when he came back, there's a very noticeable difference.
Yeah, you know what? LeBron's old to me. I got Steph Curry. Steve Kerr, his coach, said he's at his absolute peak right now. He holds the number 1, 2, 3, and 5 spots on the all-time list of made three-pointers. Looks like he's going to be in the zone this season. The Warriors already have their chemistry where other teams have just added players. I think Steph is going to be someone to watch.
And the NHL season, it's been a bit of a surprising one so far. I don't think anyone had the Vegas Golden Knights doing as well as they are right now.
Yeah, I mean, some could say it could be goaltending. They've been outshot 2 of the 3 games. Maybe James Neal, 5 goals in 3 games, all the game-winning goals in those games. But I think it's the city of Las Vegas. They went through that recent tragedy. They're coming together. It's really something special there.
Yeah. All right, and that's all we have this morning. Back to Barry.
It's fall, which means rainy mornings. Zander Kelly is in the studio to help everyone find their ultimate music playlist for your rainy October commute.
Hello. Welcome to Ultimate Playlists with me, Zander Kelly. Our very first episode will deal with finding the right music for that rainy morning. Here's where we enter a little choose-your-own-adventure story. Not every morning is the same. Not everyone gets places the same. So here's the scene. It's raining and you need to catch a bus. Maybe it's dark, maybe it's not. But a song I like to play when I need something a little uplifting and a little adventurous is Sector 34 by Michael Jordan Touchdown Pass. If you have not heard of Michael Jordan Touchdown Pass, I do recommend listening to more if you like this sample.
They say there's at least 12 dimensions, but we get so lost in these 4 when we can't even speak to one another anymore. It's a new night in Switzerland, the colander still spins particles faster than my mind could erase all the science class lectures and the look on your face when they explain why you never feel free. And the scientists hell-bent on
Now, if the song ends and you're still waiting for the bus in the rain, I would suggest something relaxing and acoustic if you haven't had the sweet, sweet embrace of coffee yet. That is, unless you're one of those weirdos who doesn't need coffee to interact with humanity every morning like I am. I recommend the Thomas Kalnoky acoustic version of the song The Three of Us, found on the album The Hand That Thieves. Not to be confused with The Hands That Thieve, mind you, that is the non-acoustic album.
We will walk the earth until we find the things we see. And the king said, I believe I'm a non-believer now. I was a leader but I had to leave them all. No one will ever know the things you hide in thoughts, so let them go. Oh my God, oh my God, yes oh my God. I will never defend the man who made amends with any enemy's friends. I will never pretend that I believe in anything. I will never bow down to another man, even when everyone's saying I've sinned. I will never repent unless there's evidence. Unless there's evidence.
Now let's say you've gotten on the bus and you're starting to wake up some. The next track on our playlist shall be Subdivisions by Rush. The smooth synthesizers and the high voice of Geddy Lee guide you for the next few minutes of your commute. If you haven't arrived at your destination yet, it may be time for something high energy to propel you the rest of the way to school, or work, or anywhere else you may be going. I select from my archives of music. This one goes out to you by Streetlight Manifesto.
I don't understand, hey, I don't understand. Shelter in the city, we decided to go in, and I gave him some money and a buy heroin. But the homes can't return, and he gave me back a dime and said, put it in, like I'm gonna save it for another time. Let's just learn, let's unlearn. If you need little leaders now, who can rule the world? But I'm not one to judge what happened yesterday. So I got me, I got myself a future in the stage. Here's one goes out to the front of the bay. I don't understand, but I like you anyway. I don't understand, but I like it anyway. I don't understand, but I like you anyway. I don't understand, hey, I don't understand. I don't understand, hey, I don't understand.
Now, you've reached your destination. Or maybe you haven't, in which case, please add more music until you do. Maybe you'll add Norwegian death metal. Or maybe country. Maybe whatever genre Gorillaz is fusing with this week. Whatever it is, I hope that it becomes part of your ultimate playlist. This has been Zander Kelly, tuning out, and I'm hoping that you tune in next time for Ultimate Playlist.
And now we have your weekly celebrity gossip with Tea Time with Tina.
Good Friday morning, and thank you for tuning in to Tea Time with Tina. I'm your host, Tina, and today we're going to give you the latest celebrity gossip. So in case you live under a rock and you don't know what's going on, you've come to the right place. First on the hot list, for all you Taylor Swift fans out there, good news, she's releasing a new app called The Swift Life, which is going to be a new digital entertainment project. And she also is releasing Taemojis. Next on the list, if you are a fan of makeup, and especially Rihanna's new makeup line, Fenty Beauty, you guys are going to be excited because today she's dropping her new Galaxy palette, which has so much colors on it, like blue, purple, green, and it's just so sparkly. Like, you guys are going to love it. So make sure to check that out. Also on the hot list, Mary Jane is going to be canceled. Now, this is a show on BET, and after 4 seasons, the show's coming to an end with the 2-hour season finale. And lastly, Real Housewife of Atlanta star Nene Leakes will no longer be hosting the Escape reunion tour after dropping a disgusting rape clapback at Heckler during one of her stand-up gigs this past week. And Nene has even, went far to post an Instagram live video of her crying and apologizing because she has been getting a lot of negative feedbacks from it. For those who do not know, Nene Leakes is a very outspoken person, so we will see how she jumps back from all of this. Okay, let's turn to the music world and see what is going on. So today I'm going to give you guys the 5 top albums according to Billboard charts. So the first album on the list is from Shania Twain, and the album is called Now. And here's a little clip from the album from her single called Home Now.
I'm home now. Cross my heart and I hope to make it. Over to the other side and wasted.
And now the second top album is called The Greatest Hits by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and R.I.P. to Tom Petty, of course. And I'm going to play for you guys his hit single, Free Falling.
For breaking her heart.
Number 3 on the charts is Demi Lovato with her new album, Tell Me You Love Me, and her hit single, Tell Me You Love Me. Hope you guys like it.
Oh, tell me you love me. I need
And by the way, she looks amazing in the music video. Go check it out. And at the number 4 spot, we have new artist. Actually, he's from Michigan. His name is Boogie with the Hoodie. His new album, A Bigger Artist. And his top single is called Drowning. Check it out.
So icy, wonder why she like me. I'm drowning. I just caught a Cuban, dipped it in a fountain. Anywhere that I go, it's a light show. I'm surrounded. Bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down. I'm drowning. I just bought a Cuban ring and dipped it in a fountain. Chain so heavy, I feel like I'm holding up a mountain.
And last but not least, at the number 5 spot, we have Miley Cyrus with her new album called Younger Now, and the hit single on her album called Younger Now. So let's check it out.
Feels like I've been living in a dream, but never make it.
And that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a fabulous Friday, and don't forget to tune in next week for more gossip and more music. Bye guys!
Well, thank you for tuning in. Friday Live is a presentation of St. Clair College Journalism. Our production team consists of Zander Kelly and Ryan Percy. This week we had contributions from Shubhangana, Curlis Maddie, Kyle Rose, John Perry, Alicia Leonard, Kylie Turner, Miriam Farag, Lori Harrison, Christina Giovanni, Jordan Ferris, and Tate Harris, and Zander Kelly. I'm Barry Hazelhurst. Have a great weekend.
And you are listening to MediaPlex News Radio. The International Day of the girl is devoted to raising awareness of gender inequality. Amibao reports on how it's being marked here in Windsor.
They call it Build a Dream. It is a community project based out of the community center Hackford in Windsor. People including children and their parents, community partners were here to celebrate the International Day of the Girl this past Wednesday. Tessa Van Zetten and her young daughter were here to enjoy the event.
So we're here to support We Build a Dream and just to help the ladies here who've created the whole campaign, share it, make sure girls are more aware of what they can be when they grow up and that they can do whatever they want to do.
The board chair of Build Dream, Nora Hisham Fawaza, was here to share her thoughts with others.
Build a Dream is an opportunity for us to empower young women to consider careers in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, skilled trades, and law enforcement. And today we just launched our I Dream to Be campaign, where we showcase all these young women pursuing dressed up in different occupations to really help empower the future generation.
The 5th annual event of Build a Dream will happen in November 2nd. For more information, check out webuildadream.com. For MediaPlex News, I am Amy Bao.
Missing plaques are causing dismay among Windsorites. The plaques that were put on Riverside Drive in remembrance of Canada's war veterans. Several were stolen after the ceremony on Saturday. At least 5 of 61 plaques have been reported as missing. In weather, expect a high of 20 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. This will stay about the same over the weekend, but we might see a little rain Sunday night. There was excitement on campus this week as St. Clair College opened its time capsule after 20 long years. Ladin Muhammad reports.
On Wednesday, St. Clair College took a trip down memory lane when it unearthed its 1997 time capsule. It was full of things held near and dear to students in the 90s, from VHS tapes to poker chips. Jody Cloutier was a student council member when the time capsule was installed. This event brought back fond memories.
But to be able to see some of the things that we put in here is just, it's quite fun to see, and we're having a laugh about the shirt and all the events that we did that year, and so it's fun to see old faces too.
St. Clair College has now installed a new time capsule, holding the popular items of today. It will be revealed in another 25 years. That's 2042. Reporting for MediaPlex News Radio, I'm Ladin Muhammad.
A new business downtown is issuing a challenge to Windsorites. It wants them to get fit and give back to the city's poorest. Sridhar Varanasi reports.
True Fitness opened on Ouellette Avenue this summer. Its charity team challenge on October 19th will raise money for the downtown mission. Luis Mendez is the owner.
We wanted to do an event in the downtown area that was going to raise awareness towards the issue that we're having with higher levels of homelessness and just individuals needing those extra resources for food and shelter.
The downtown mission welcomes the money and says it will be used for food, shelter, and counseling services. Donald Bell is staying at the mission. He appreciates everything he gets there and from his community.
It means the world it means they have the biggest heart that I know of. Can't get any bigger than this, really.
The charity team challenge will put participants through a series of fitness tests, wellness trivia, and more. They hope to raise $5,000 to $7,000 for the mission. For MediaPlex Radio, I'm Sarita Varanasi.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm HArshpal Singh, and you've been listening to MediaPlex News. You can catch us again in 30 minutes to keep yourself updated. You can also follow us on different mediums to get the latest news. Catch us on social media network like on Twitter, Facebook, and you can also visit our MediaPlex site. Thanks for tuning in. I'm HArshpal Singh, and you can catch us again in 30 minutes.